WWE T.L.C, which is the final and last pay-per-view of the WWE's dreadful year of 2020. It will be held in the Tropicana Fields Thunderdome Center, which will be located in St. Petersburg, Florida. My name's Manlykefresh, and let's look at all the matches that are currently listed on the card. So here we go. So over on Raw, we were supposed to have Asuka and Lana taking on the tag team champions of Jaxx and Shayna Baszler. However, they damaged Lana this past Monday and took her out of the game. I do feel that possibly Nikki Cross could be a contender to join Asuka this Sunday, but I still believe that Shayna Baszler and Jaxx will retain their championships, saving their loss for another day when Lana is able to come back. So Shayna and Nia to retain their championships. Over to Smackdown, and we have the boss Sasha Banks defending her Smackdown Women's Championship against the unstoppable one, Carmella. Carmella, who returned a few weeks ago, has made this rivalry with Sasha Banks very, very personal. Both of them have literally beaten the hell out of each other on numerous occasions, but I do believe at this pay-per-view Sasha Banks will win the match and retain her Smackdown Women's Championship. Though I don't believe this rivalry between the two will be over. It might spread over to next month's pay-per-view Royal Rumble, but for now, Sasha Banks to win and retain her championship. And back over to Raw, we have the New Day in Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston defending their Raw Tag Team Championships against Shelton, Benjimen and Cedric Alexander of the Hurt Business. Now this has been one good rivalry. Cedric Alexander has got a couple of wins over Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods respectively. They've had a championship match before which the New Day actually won. But I feel like this time around it is quite possible that Shelton Benjimen and Cedric Alexander could have an early Christmas present this year by beating the New Day for their first tag team championships together. So my prediction will be Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjimen of the Hurt Business to win the Raw Tag Team Championships and become the new champions. Possibly leading to another and probably final bout at next month's pay-per-view, the Royal Rumble. So the Hurt Business to win and become new champions. And staying on Raw, we have the Fiend Bray Wyatt taking on Mr. RKO himself, Randy Orton, in what is expected to be a Firefly Inferno match. Now, we all know what the Inferno match used to be. The Inferno match was a match that The Undertaker and Kane used to have where they'd wrestle in the ring full of fire, and the first one to set their opponent on fire wins the match. But add the Firefly concept to it, I don't know what we're going to expect. But as you are aware, the Fiend and Randy Orton have a rich history together from when Bray Wyatt used to be the Eater of Worlds. Randy Orton has beaten Bray Wyatt in the past for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, and I feel the Fiend hasn't forgotten what Randy Orton has done to him. This rivalry may last a little bit longer than I expect, but I do believe Bray Wyatt will get his come-ups in this pay-per-view by scoring the win. However that's going to happen, whether it's to pin or set your opponent on fire. But my prediction is the Fiend Bray Wyatt to win over Randy Orton. And let's face facts, Randy Orton doesn't need this win, but Bray Wyatt does. So Bray Wyatt to win this match. And over to Smackdown, we have our first of two World Championship matches, where we have the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns defending his Universal Championship against a former Universal Champion in Kevin Owens in a tables, ladders and chairs match. Now, as you're aware, Kevin Owens has been taunting Roman Reigns over the last couple of weeks, showing why Kevin Owens is a brutal contender for Roman Reigns. However, I don't feel this match will go any further than a win for Roman, as Kevin Owens right now is just becoming another victim for the dominant heel that WWE is portraying in Roman Reigns. And I have to say, I still love this dominant gimmick that Roman Reigns has. So the head of the table, I believe, will retain his Universal Championship this Sunday by brutalizing Kevin Owens with every weapon that he can use in that match, possibly beating him with the guillotine. Will this be the last time Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns fight? Who knows? But Roman Reigns to win this Sunday. And back over to Raw, we have the other World Championship match, where Drew will be defending his WWE Championship in a TLC match against another former WWE Champion in AJ Styles. AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre have had a great build up to this match, where it's been back and forth. I think with Drew McIntyre taking the beat down this Monday from AJ Styles. And let's not forget The Miz. Will The Miz cash in his WWE Championship this Sunday? We don't know. It might happen after the match. But I think one thing we need to remember is Roman Reigns is on SmackDown and Drew McIntyre is on Raw. And I feel like both men are going to walk out with their WWE and Universal Championships intact respectively. So Drew McIntyre to retain his championship and possibly lead into a rematch with AJ next month's pay-per-view. But like I said, keep an eye on The Miz with the Money in the Bank briefcase. And so guys, we've reached the end of my final pay-per-view prediction video of the year for this pay-per-view and of 2020. So let's see what happens this Sunday at the pay-per-view. So guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of any time I upload a video. And if you are watching this on Dailymotion, please like, follow my channel and share the content with all your friends and family members. So all that is left to say now is Merry Christmas to every single one of you. Stay safe this Christmas and have a great new year, and we'll see you next month with my prediction video for the Royal Rumble. So until then guys, take care and enjoy TLC. Bye.